Hello there, everybody out there who watches my channel. As you all know, tonight is actually opening night for the play I'm in. Oh my gosh, it'll be absolutely amazing. If you haven't already seen it, I put up a video like yesterday, which was a clip from rehearsal of me actually singing the last song. And thanks for your support, everybody. Oh man, it's gonna be a blast. If you want, later on, after the play is done, I can put up some more clips from how other rehearsal scenes went. Maybe even ones that I'm not in, just for the heck of it. And if I'm lucky, maybe somebody will have, that I know, will have taped part of the actual show. Because there's a lot that's changed since then. I'm actually going to get makeup and actually have like a mustache, kind of snidely whiplash-ish, from what the director said. Because if you didn't know about my character in the play, I'm going to say right now, my character's name is Peter Klondike, and I am a politician in favor of gas drilling. But anyway, it's pretty crazy because, oh, I have so much fun with it. And like you saw, Top Hat and Cane, what's not to love, right? Oh my gosh. Alright, anyway, this I want to be, I'm getting so far off track because of how excited I am about that. But here's the thing, I really wanted to do a Q&A vlog sometime, so here I thought I'd kickstart things by doing, just answering one question, seeing how it goes. So, I've got my little notepad here. My first question comes in by the user named TechWonder117. Now he's, I don't think he really plays on hardcore server anymore. I actually got him unbanned, funny enough, because he got permabanned a long time ago when nobody even remembered why he got permabanned. Anyway, he was somebody who played with me on the first multiplayer server I ever played on. We made a town together called Tallwood. It was funny. I was a priest. Anyway, his question to Mr. Whip says, how did you start playing Minecraft, and what inspired you to continue it? Well, actually, how did I first hear about Minecraft? That is a wonderful question, and if I remember correctly, I'm going to have to say, I think I first randomly saw a notice about it on Facebook. I think somebody I knew in real life was like, oh my gosh, I'm playing Minecraft, and I'm addicted to it. And so I thought, what is this Minecraft game? You know what, Whip? Think about yourself for a moment before you investigate this. Because you know how much you love Legos, but do you realize that one time, yep, you spent like maybe more time on your life playing Animal Crossing for the GameCube than actually living life itself? Ooh, I don't know what it is about my personality, but it's like when I love things, it's actually an obsession. I don't know, it's like that for me, I guess. Let's say that. Because literally, the only way I stopped playing Animal Crossing for the GameCube was I lost the physical disc. It went missing, and so I couldn't play it anymore. I'd probably still be trapped in Animal Crossing playing it. And then they came out with the one on the DS, and I was like, oh, great. All this again. But it wasn't that bad, really, for some reason, because I didn't have to, you know, do da-da-da-da-da to get the exercise radio. I literally had, like, almost every town model in Animal Crossing for the GameCube. Like, that's weird, eh? That's really weird. But anyway, and then on the DS, you know, it was weird because all the items weren't quite the same. Gulliver was in an airship, and I couldn't find him every random day of the week. And then the one on the Wii came out, and I staved off buying that until it, you know, was cheap. You know me, after all. But, actually, now that I have Minecraft, I let my dad play that, and he's gotten farther than I have by now. I think he paid off his whole house. I don't know. I was almost done by the time I found Minecraft. Anyway, when I really heard about Minecraft was, I was actually, I think it was, when I was staying at the apartment with my friend. I think he's on YouTube still. His name's Gabriel Wing. I think his channel might be Challenger Approaching now. I don't know. I'll link it or something. Whatever. Great guy. I don't know if he still does videos, probably not, but whatever, I know him in real life. Thing is, he was like, hey Whip, I know you love Let's Plays, right? And I was like, hooey, yes, you know, goodness me. And he was like, well, have you heard of the game Minecraft? And I was like, only in passing, really. And he was like, well, I've got this Let's Play for us to watch. I've been watching it a while, and it's amazing. Like, they start off, and it's like, I don't really know what's going on, but all of a sudden, crazy stuff happens, and it's ridiculous. And I was like, oh, alright, let's watch it. And it was like, I'm Simon, and I'm Lewis, and we're going to be playing Minecraft. To survive the first house, you do this. What's that green thing in a cave? I don't know. And I was like, you know what, this is kind of cool. And they was like, what's that pyramid? What's this town? It was crazy. We sat down that day and we watched the entire first part of the Yogscast, their Let's Play Minecraft, from episode 1 all the way to the end of Survival Island in a single sitting. I'd never seen them before, and we just sat there and boom, did it. Oof. And that's how I saw the Yogscast. All at once. It was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. Those actually were the good days, you know. Whoo-wee. But after that, actually, I decided, you know what, I might as well try this game. I don't really know what it's all about, so let's give it a shot. I went to the Minecraft first page. I'll kind of show a clip here. But here's basically what happened. I went there, and it said, play the alpha version. I was like, oh, well, what's this like? And all of a sudden, I saw the world, and I was like, this is a magical place. You know, it doesn't have the mobs, and it doesn't even have the right blocks, and it doesn't even have so much of the stuff that Minecraft has in it, you know, now. Keep in mind, this was like before 1.7 or whatever it was. But I was just like, you know, part of the thing that I really like about Minecraft is just finding random caves, and that's what you can do in this game, right? I mean, it's basically like creative mode, except with absolutely no point. But what I did in my little world was I just searched around, and it was weird because water behaved really differently. Like, there was an element of danger in it that I kind of added in myself, which was, I'm gonna go caving, but uh-oh, you know, I don't want to flood my entire level, because then caving's no fun, you freaking drown. But you don't actually drown, it's just the feeling of drowning. Anyway, you know, I looked around the world with all the flowers and loveliness, and I played that for a while, just kind of on my own, because, you know, making up your own world and your own levels, why not? There's just something really fun about that. Even if it didn't have all the draw-in that the actual game had, I still felt like it was a part of it somehow. Anyway, you know, after watching the Yogscast for a while, I just decided, you know what, I do actually really like Minecraft. Why don't I see who else is Let's Playing this? So I just kind of searched up people Let's Playing Minecraft, and I stumbled upon this guy named Jay Sano. And I was like, oh, this is cool. What's he doing? So I watched him for a while, and then I realized, wait a minute. He's now on a multiplayer server with a bunch of other people there. And I was like, who are they? And that's when I found Good, and B00, and VintageBeef. And VintageBeef in particular, because after I was watching quite a few of his videos, I found out that he liked to do contests every here and there. Anyway, on one of his videos, he actually said, does anybody play the game... No, watch me playing the game, but doesn't actually have the game themselves. So I just posted in a comment, and I was like, yeah, sure, I do, or something like that. I don't really remember what I wrote. But anyway, this is the email that started everything. From VintageBeef to me. Here it is. Look at that. You know, that is the start of a spark. And I tell you there, everybody, I'd already watched a lot of Let's Plays, okay? A lot of them. I'm not even sure where it started, okay? It might have started with Cauchemar Without playing the Second Reality Projects 1 and 2, because I absolutely loved Mario games. And then, of course, Proton John and Azure Blade, you know, playing Mario ROM hacks. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I still do. Are you kidding me? Whew. And where did I go from there? It just ended up being Let's Players playing all sorts of different games that I've never seen before. Especially Deceased Crab. Like, everything of his I've never seen played before, but gosh. You know, it just got so diverse. I was like, wow, I am watching all these players play these games. And it doesn't even matter what games they're playing anymore. It's about being a part of these players' experiences, because it's the players. They're just so interesting, you know? Like, I've played Super Paper Mario. I've watched an entire playthrough of Super Paper Mario before. I've played through the entire game Super Paper Mario myself. And I still might watch Chugga Conroy play Super Paper Mario right now, because he's doing it. I'd never played Majora's Mask, though, and it was absolutely amazing to see him play that. I gotta tell you, whew. When they play games that I've never played, but I kind of want to see have a chance, because I couldn't play Majora's Mask. I rented it once, and, like, the time gimmick just messed with my head so much, it was just like, oh, I can't play this. And now, you know, we've come to a point in society's development where are you gonna find a place renting out 64 games anymore, even if you wanted to? You know? I remember the good days. We could just go to the store and be like, I'm gonna rent out Bubsy on the Super Nintendo because it's a bouncy, crazy game with furballs, and I can't get past the Western level, but there's gotta be something past that. I can only have the game out for like 2 days, and then someone's gonna delete my data anyway. My gosh, if I had to tell you guys right now, the absolute one game that would basically define Swift's childhood, it would have to be the time when all the times I've rented Kirby Superstars for the Super Nintendo. And I'm not a big purchaser of anything. I'm sure you guys know that. But one of the things I absolutely bought right spur of the moment was when they came out with Kirby Superstar Ultra, because it was just like, it was like concentrated nostalgia in a cube of amazingness with like a topping of extra content. Just, it was heavenly. I tell you, that game is me. So good. Revenge of the Meta Knight, I tell you, is like a definition of self almost. Like, I don't know, I've got a weird attitude towards games, and I should really do another video on that itself, because, you know, it's not so much that that life is a reflection of games, but it's like games are a reflection of life. And this is like, playing the games is like, it's like who you are too, you know? Being a gamer, you know, it's just, it's so good. It's so good playing that game. I really should revisit that on my DS. I don't even know where that is. The battery's probably dead. It's probably in a closet somewhere. That's what happens when you play Minecraft so much, you know? Everything else just kind of goes, I'm like, I've got play rehearsal. Minecraft. But I've got to go. Like, seriously, in like 10 minutes. 10 minutes it's play Minecraft. More people need help. Go help them. Okay. Because it never stops, right? People always need my help. But that's who I am. Anyway, yeah, Minecraft. How did I start Minecraft? Did I explain that enough? I think I did. Played in the classic version. Getting a gift code from VintageBeef. Playing it randomly on the computer when my save file is just so laggy. I tell you, single player is so laggy for me, it's impossible. And then I found multiplayer. I was like, yes, multiplayer. It doesn't lag. How is that possible? I still don't know. It's like it's like the genie from Aladdin just came and was like, hey, you know what? I'm Robin Williams, but bam, now you can play the game. It was amazing. And that's where I joined Protocol, and that's where I later became a mod with Leros. And then after that, when the server went down, that's when I was watching Angry Poncho, so I found Angry Poncho's server. And so I became an admin with Riven. And then Riven showed me Hardcore server, and that one ended up being my dominant one, I guess. Why? Because what survival multiplayer is it's about the players. It's really about the players. It's the players that make the game environment what it is. That's what varies from server to server. You can just go to anybody and they will tell you it's all about the plugins, but it's really about the people if you get to know them and they get to know you. That's what it's all about. You might go to the server and you might say there's this one player that only plays with like 4 other people, but that's his real play environment. It's not really about Hardcore server. It's about Hardcore's players. That's the secret. If there was a secret, that's what it is. It's about you guys playing the game. It's not even about us who help the game get played. It's not even about the plugins or the environment. It's the players. If the players love the game and the players play well together, that's what makes a server great. Wow, am I off topic again? What was I saying? Something about players playing the game. Well, that's pretty obvious, isn't it? Alright guys, well anyway, this was my attempt on answering the question that Mr. TechWonder117 sent me. I hope that was a pretty good answer. I had a lot of fun answering it. If you guys want me to answer any other questions, who knows? Maybe I'll do one video where I'll just answer a question at a time and we'll see how it goes. Because it's fun. If you saw my Ask Fwip topic on HC server forums, it's a little bit like that, maybe. You know, where I take a ridiculous amount of time answering one question at a time. But hey, you know what? Just please leave a comment on this video with whatever whatever question you want to ask me about myself or life or whatever. I will use my own discretion to ignore questions that I feel are inappropriate, and I might even just end up making a video where I ask a bunch of random questions to myself. You know, like, hey Flip, what mod would you put on hardcore server if you had the chance to? Well, Flip, you know what? I'm not all that worldly when it comes to mods. But I do have to say, if anybody who really knows me knows that even though I'm a really nice guy, I've still got a really mischievous side. And when I see the Mo Explosions mod, I'm just like, oh god. Oh god. That looks so lovely. But I tell you, friends and server people, that leaving a biome buster in my hands would not be good for anybody. I am fully aware of the ramifications. It would probably not only crash the server, but destroy everybody's creations entirely. However, I do not deny the amount of fun that would come out of a 12 kiloton explosion on Minecraft. Oh, it would be great. But honestly, I do have to say, as far as plugins go, even though there's errors here and there, you know, griefers, etc., blah blah blah, I'd say, you know what, the server's pretty good as it is. I don't think there's really any mods that I'd want to add, except maybe some way to make hackers stop being so successful in hacking on the PvP server, because that's the only real issue that I see right now. Because I lag so much, player A is here, player B is over here, and they're dealing damage to each other, and they're not even next to each other, and I look at them and I'm like, is he hacking? I don't know, because I'm lagging so much. Is he hacking? I can't tell. I'm no good at that. That's why I let 820 pretty much do his thing on the PvP, and I just take his word for it, because I can't tell a darn thing. Anyway, that was my video. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, please ask me a question, or I'll have to sit here talking to myself. And not that I have a problem talking to myself. I actually think that talking to yourself is about one of the best things a sane person can do. Everyone else will tell you that you're insane, but it's about the best way to actually get your thoughts in order. So anyway, everyone, see you next time.